The learning path widget is a way to showcase courses in a very visual way. So we already have the level maps format, which lets you allow to display course activities in a visual way, kind of as an interactive learning journey within a course, and each section has its own level image as a background. And here we're one level more to the top, if that makes sense. So you in here, you don't show activities, you show courses. The way this works is this here actually is a background image, an SVG image to be more precise, which has a vector path on top of it. And the learning path widget will recognize that path and automatically position the courses, which you can see here, on this vector. So you don't need to manually position the courses on this page. That's done automatically by learning paths for you. So if a user clicks on a course, let's say I click maybe on this one, I see the information for that course. I see, for example, the course preview image. I see the title. I would see a description if this course had a description, which it doesn't. And I can from there start the course. So note that this is not really enrolling you automatically. This is not like a learning path in the sense of a program as it would otherwise be called maybe. It is just like a course catalog. You see the courses that are available, and from there you can then enter them. We've also added a way to navigate between the different courses. So if you want to just check out the different courses on the path, you can just use the next and previous buttons, which I think is quite nice to do that. So that's one learning path that you can use, but there's actually a ton that we already created for you. On the main demo side, and you can do that right now if you want to, we've got a small showcase area for Dash here, and it's just called Dash Learning Paths, so quite straightforward. Let me turn off editing. And then you get a bit more explanation about the learning paths here. And let me refresh the page so that the editing mode is turned off. There we go. So this is the same one that I just showed you, and you can see that the images here can be smaller or bigger. This is using the little dots, so we're not even showing the course image because it might not be relevant, or you might not even have one. And this here is using the tiny image size, so the images are tiny, just as the name suggests, and we're using a different learning path image in the background. And same here, we're using, I think that's the same size. It might already be small, but you can see that later on when I show you the configuration. And that again is just an SVG image, and all the courses are automatically added on top of the SVG. An easier example with this one here, where it's just a line, just a vector itself, which is dotted, and that's literally nothing else, just a vector path which you can easily create in Illustrator, Figma, or wherever you want. One side note, if you don't want to create those paths for yourself, check out the ones that we do provide for level maps. So we've got quite a few free learning path packages available. You need Dash Premium for that, so it won't be completely free, but once you have Dash Premium, you can use all of those packages for free. So hopefully there's something in there for you, or at least that inspires you to create your own. And if you need training on how to create those paths, which, as I said, is literally a very simple and quick job, then we're more than happy to help you with that. So again, to this example here, that was the last of these ones here. So let me turn on editing so that you see how this is actually working in the background. So I'm looking at one dash here, which is called the free design package Mountain, because it's using the mountain path. And if I go to the preferences of this one, I see that I'm using the learning path widget, and then I can choose the paths that are used. Note that we use 3 paths: the desktop path, the tablet path, and the mobile path. It would automatically resize with just one path, so you might end up just using one path that you add to all of the drop downs here. But we think it's a bit better if you use 3, which are optimized for the relevant viewport. So what you do here is you say, do you want to have an info area, which is the thing at the very top? So that's this one here, which tells you that you've completed X out of Y courses and tells you which one is the next one. And the reason why we built this here is because we wanted to give users that don't want to be bothered with something visual. So they might not like to look at an image or something like that. They just want to continue learning. They don't want to overcome any potential barrier here. They just want to resume. For that reason, we've integrated this details area, this info area, sorry. So you can turn that off or on. So if I turn this off, I can do that real quick. Then it's just gone, and nobody would be surprised by that. And if I turn it back on, then obviously it will show again. Then I pick the paths, and this will be just the path that you like. For example, if I instead want to have the houses designed, then I just pick a different path here. And I will show you in a second how they are actually uploaded. Then you choose the dot size, the course image size could be anything from tiny till extra large. So depending on how you want to reuse it, really. If you're looking for pixel resolutions, they're hidden behind the question or the help icon. We can automatically add a start element and a finish element, which is like this little, the start thing here, and there's also an end thing here which we can add, which isn't the case in this case, but in this example. And then you can turn on or off a details area. A details area means that if I click on this one here, I see a modal which has more details, hence the name details area. If I were to hide this, like uncheck this, then the user would directly be redirected to the course that he clicked on. So it's really a matter of how you want to work this. Last but not least, you can order them by menu order or course short name alphabetically, or by different other ways to order it. You can limit it to a certain number of courses, and ultimately you can decide which courses you want to show. Currently, we offer two ways to do that. Number one is you pick the course category, course categories, potentially including subcategories, or you pick the current category. So if you are already in the category, like you are in the course, which is in the course category A, and put this widget into this course and say current category, then it would automatically pull in all the courses from that category. The last thing that I want to show you here is how this is configured on a global level. So everything that we did up to now was basically the teacher doing that if you wanted to. And the last thing that I need to show you for this one is that there's just 3 file pickers, one for desktop, one for tablet, and one for mobile, where you can upload the paths. And as you can see, for example, this here and this here, they're exactly the same thing. We just made that a little narrower so that it fits better on the selected viewport. So that's all I had to say about the Learning Path widget. We hope that you're as excited about it as we are. And let me close this widget off with one comment, and that is, it is pretty amazing as to how quick this is. Like, you literally only need an image. You can use one of the ones that we provide. And creating this widget is a matter of, it's not even minutes. Like, I can do it in 20 seconds, but I'm a bit quicker than most. So you can do it in, and that's very conservative, less than 5 minutes. And that will completely change the appearance and how your students perceive the site.